So the Chicago Bears just signed Yannick Ngakoue, and today we're going to analyze his tape a little bit. To me, this is a very interesting pickup because Ngakoue has 68 total sacks over the course of his career, according to Pro Football Focus. But besides that, he also has 83 total quarterback hits. Like, the guy is a pass rushing specialist. And today I want to kind of analyze his tape a little bit because a lot of people have been talking about why this guy isn't able to stick with the team. He is now on his 6th team in the last 5 seasons. And I think there's definitely some issues with his game a little bit, and we'll get into all of that here a little bit later on. But first and foremost, let's talk about some of his sacks. To me, the guy's very good with one move specifically, and he does other moves, but this one move is his go-to move, and that is referred to as the cross chop. And it's the move you see right here where he beats a very good left tackle in Christian Darrisaw, and he gets to the quarterback for a sack. Basically, what he's going to do is, as he gets out of his stance, he's going to hezzy a little bit to the inside, and you see it right there. And with that hezzy, you're going to jump to the outside. You're going to use your inside hand. In this instance, it's Yannick Ngakoue's left hand, and you're going to attack the outside hand of the tackle. In this instance, it's that left hand of the tackle. You're going to chop down that outside hand. And you see in this instance, he's able to get his left hand to the outside of Darrisaw's hand, which basically gives him the leverage to the outside. And from there, he's able to get to the corner and do a really nice job bringing the quarterback down. This is a really, really nice job by Yannick Ngakoue. But I want to study some of his other sacks as well and kind of just give you guys some insight on those as well. Check this rep out here against the left tackle. Yannick Ngakoue is going to do a great job once again. This time he's going to hezzy to the outside, and he's going to hit this tackle with an inside chop. Just a straight up speed move. Really nice job if you ask me. The thing with this play, and one of the things you got to understand with Ngakoue is the cross chop is his go-to move, right? And everything is set up off of that move. And as you guys watch this video, you guys are going to see it, right? You'll start to see kind of what Ngakoue does. And some people do think that that does kind of hold him back a little bit. And I don't know if I factually agree with that. But that has been some of what people have stated, right? They say that this guy really can only do the cross chop. And I don't know if I 100% agree with that. This is a good example of just that. As he's going to get out of this to kind of start the speed. And as this tackle sets in the 45, he's going to just quickly jump to the inside. Now, this tackle may be expecting the cross chop, but instead he's going to get a speed rush. And as the tackle's setting up, Ngakoue hits the inside with the left chop right there. And just like that, he's able to beat him and get to the quarterback. That's a really, really nice job if you guys ask me. Check this next pass rush out here. Ngakoue is going to do a great job with the power. Watch the left hand specifically. It's going to land perfectly on this tackle's inside shoulder. And from there, the tackle gets absolutely tossed. To me, this is just a really, really nice job by Ngakoue. You see him really square those shoulders up with the tackle. He's going to hezzy a little bit to the outside, and you'll see it in slow motion here. Right there, he hezzies to the outside, and that's going to make that tackle kind of follow him to the outside. Now, the tackle's going to throw a right punch, and he's going to turn that shoulder a little bit, and Ngakoue does a great job countering that. I mean, that right punch is a nice job if it lands, but Ngakoue uses the left hand to kind of punch and lift up that arm at the same time. And from there, this tackle gets pushed back, 2, 3, 4 yards perhaps. And Ngakoue is able to kind of break that contact at that point, and he gets to the quarterback. Just a great overall rep by Yannick Ngakoue. You know, the thing that I love about Ngakoue, and you see this on tape, is he plays with a lot of high effort, right? He plays with a lot of high energy, and he's like that guy that just keeps coming. Right, he keeps coming, and I think it's one of the reasons why Gus Bradley loved him when Jacksonville brought him over to the Raiders and then wanted him when he got to the Colts. Right, Gus Bradley's a good defensive coach, and this guy's wanted Ngakoue year after year after year, and you really see it when you watch his tape why Bradley wanted him. Check out the motor on these next 2 plays here. Really nice job. This one, he gets the half sack. He's going to kind of get in there with a couple other guys. Really nice job just kind of fighting through it. You know, initially his first move doesn't win, but he's going to continue with it, right? He's going to dip the shoulder and get past the offensive tackle. And on this next play, he's going to basically just chase the quarterback from the backside. You know, a running back is not going to be able to contain a guy like Ngakoue. He's too quick. He's too athletic. He's not the type of guy that could be blocked by a running back. And on this play, one of the things with this play right here, if you guys didn't notice it, is he forced a fumble. And I think that's part of this guy's game that's very underrated. He has 20 forced fumbles over the course of his career. So as this guy pass rushes, look for him to kind of knock the ball out, right? Or at least try to get the ball out. And we'll look at a couple more plays in which he's able to kind of do that over the past couple of seasons. But he's a smart football player in that aspect that he's definitely able to knock the football loose. Check this rep out here. He's going to force the fumble. This is from the 2021 season. A really nice job. You're going to see the cross chop on this one here. There it is. It doesn't work because the chip is there, but he gets the sack and the fumble gets forced, and you see the defensive player here. For some reason, he cuts it back to the right. Not 100% sure what he was thinking when he has Yannick Ngakoue right in front of him blocking over to the left. But regardless, you can see Yannick Ngakoue, right? He gets the ball out. And this is something that I personally like with him. And you see the cross chop, right? Keep that in mind. He does a lot of cross chops. It is his go-to move. Fake to the inside, jumps to the outside, uses the left hand, attacks the left hand of the tackle. Doesn't work because of the chip, but you see that he's much faster than number 73, right? It doesn't work initially, but 73 is also kind of off balance at this point, and Yannick's way faster than number 73. And basically both him and Max kind of get there. And from this angle, you can't tell, but it is Ngakoue's right arm that knocks the football loose, right? Keep in mind, from this angle, you can't see that, but if you watch the actual game, you can definitely see that. But I want to show you guys one more rep here and watch Yannick Ngakoue beat this left tackle. Once again, he's going to utilize the cross chop move, and he's going to force the fumble. Again, Yannick Ngakoue gets the ball out. And the 20 forced fumbles he has over the course of his career, they speak for themselves, right? Again, the cross chop, it's the same thing across the board, right? On the play, he's going to hesitate to the inside, which you see it right there, right? And if you guys don't see it, I know it might be a little hard, but you can see the angle he's taking to the inside. And then he's going to jump to the outside. He uses the left hand to attack the left hand of the tackle. The right arm pins a little bit in this instance there, and he's able to get the corner. It is his go-to move, right? So you can definitely see that on some of his sacks. This is the way this guy wins. Alrighty, guys, the final sack we're going to study of Yannick Ngakoue is once again the cross chop move. Again, you know, tackles in the NFL know that Yannick Ngakoue is going to utilize this move. All right, people know that this is what is coming. But the thing for me is if you're good enough at doing these type of things, well, you can use this move here and set up so many other plays, right? And we saw a couple of them earlier on in this video, but keep in mind, right, the cross chop could be utilized into different things. See, on this play, he's going to just jump right to the inside of this tackle. Like, he's not even going to attempt to do anything else. And sometimes these things work. Right? If you do one thing so many times, you can come back to something else. And to me, this guy does it well, right? He knows how to do that one move and then kind of build everything else off of that. And if he's able to do that and have success with it, I think that's great, right? Because you see him have success on this play. Now, obviously, the running back does a great job. Had the running back not quickly pick this up, Fields is going down right away, right? But obviously number 24 does a great job picking up the blitz initially. Obviously Ngakoue is going to kind of throw the running back to the side, and Ngakoue is obviously able to kind of get there and make the play. Now let's talk a little bit about Ngakoue and why he's been on multiple teams over the past couple of seasons. You know, some people will say, well, is it because he only uses the cross chop? I'm going to say no, right? Even though he does primarily use the cross chop, I don't think that leads to him being on multiple teams over multiple seasons. And then on top of that, well, what is it? Is it his run defense? And I wouldn't even say yes necessarily, because the guy plays with high effort, right? And when you play with high effort, you can always have success against the run. Now, obviously, I think why he hasn't been able to stick kind of goes beyond that. I think the thing with Ngakoue is he's a really good pass rusher, but from his frame, he isn't the biggest player. People estimate he weighs about 230, 240 pounds. And to me, that's just not big enough to play defensive end in the NFL, right? So from that perspective alone, he's kind of limited to what he can do, right? Like, is he a 3-4 outside linebacker with that frame, or is he a true 4-3 defensive end, right? Because with that frame, you get plays like this where, you know, on this play, you should be able to take this tackle on, and the goal should be to push this guy as far back as you can to limit the gap right between the left guard and that linebacker. But he's really not able to push this guy all that much. In fact, he gives up about a yard to 2 yards, right? From the time he makes contact with this tackle, the tackle's pushing him back. And to me, I think this is kind of the knock on Ngakoue. And this is why he hasn't been able to kind of stick with one or two teams, because he just naturally kind of gets blocked out of the play. Now, aside from the fact that he may not be the strongest defensive end and he may not be able to kind of collapse gaps down, he also struggles with run fits. Take this play as an example. He currently has the inside gap of the tight end here. Keep in mind there's a corner off the edge of the screen here that has the far outside gap. But as you're going to see, the tight end goes in motion, and now he has the inside gap of the tight end here. But what you're going to see on this play is he's going to basically get reached, and this should not happen, right? You should not allow a tight end to reach the inside of you. And in this instance, you see him getting reached, and this play right here pops for 8 yards. And this is 100% on Ngakoue. This is his gap. And I know some people will overlook this because, well, yeah, there's a lot of people kind of around here and maybe someone else can make the play. But when it really comes down to the gaps, right, of which gap is contained by which player, it is Ngakoue's gap that this running back is going to ultimately run this through. If you guys really pay attention, the running back is ultimately going to kick this to the left side of the offensive tackle. And Ngakoue is the one that kind of gets turned while you have a cornerback to the outside here with the outside containment, right? So it's little things like this that coaches, in my opinion, have an issue with Ngakoue. Now, don't get me wrong. He's good enough where you'll see plays like this here, right? Where he'll hit the double team, get off the block, and he'll make the play, right? You'll see plays like this on tape as well, but you also get those other plays where he may not be strong enough necessarily. So for me, if Ngakoue could just get a little bit more poised in the run, if he can just play his run fits a little bit better, I think he can be a successful player in the NFL. Keep in mind, he's still young. He's only 28 years old. We've seen pass rushers, especially guys that are really, really good pass rushers the way Ngakoue is, play into their mid-30s. And there's no reason why this guy can't have a lot of success this season for the Chicago Bears. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing. Smash that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys next time with another video.